Hi YouTube VOD. Hi YouTube, how are we doing? I heard allegedly that an NSL league takes place on this day. Something happens where I play some epic dibby music and then we do content and then all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is press this. That's loud. And then maybe we transition over and have a little look at what's going on. Let's do that. Desperately love to gain all this time on anyone ahead. Get a couple quick 10 seconds. That's the send! What was that from JB? That was a very, very odd move and the break-in. Makes him think about it, is enough to make him get some space, and that's an error around the corner as well. Has a slide, and that might be enough to open the door, and I think Ethan has done that sweetly. That is honestly a nice move. This is absolute pandemonium for this race. Chaotic, everyone's dropping everywhere. This corner's amazing for letting people go for it. I think I've just seen is that... As Ryan is looking down the inside to send it at turn 3. He's almost going to collect the AlphaTauri! He is going to collect the AlphaTauri! This is going to be a bit mental. Into this... Oh my sweet Jesus, we've just seen... I may be keeping an eye on the weather, but is this a routine... GB Sanderson! We're going all of them. Am I sniffing through wide? Who's for a brief second was in the lead as well. Josh does go ahead and cross the line to take the win. And oh my! And this is the thing I actually want to mainly keep an eye on, as Brian and Josh have made contact before finishing settings. Coming across the line we go. Squeezes them all the way to the line. F1 Kid has won. Sasso's not going to try and go down the inside. And we're going to have a little free, full wide moment again in NSL lead. Over the line we go. And the smallest gap we've probably seen in NSL history has given Josh the win in Brazil by 1600. Hello everyone. Welcome back. It's the new mic, it's all the good stuff, and that always means it's NSL action. It's the Belgian Grand Prix, it's smart, and I have news to say, and I need to say it out loud, because Pooch has said words, and I need this to be, like, locked in the VOD permanently. Pooch has officially confirmed his PC has reached a repair center, and they sent me a picture of an Indian hand. That is all he's told me. I don't know what more to say on it. Welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix. Let's talk about the track and all that good stuff, because I don't know what else to be telling you. That was just necessary to go in. Anyways, we're at, you know, the usual business. There's a sprint involved this time. We haven't had one for a little bit. It's one of the last few we've got of the season, which means one of the last points to get. Big points if there's anything left to do. There's a title still to go for. I'll get to waffling about that later, because that's other stuff. Usual business. 22 lap race, which Sounds short, but long track. 8-lap sprint, again, sounds short. Big gains the M. It is not the last sprint. It's in the calendar. I might as well show it. Perfect timing. One more sprint is coming up. Now, out of the next 3 tracks, as we're really close to the end, Canada, Brazil, and Las Vegas, which one of those would be very poignant to whack a sprint on? Which one do you reckon the Chaos Master Nange has decided we should whack a sprint on out of Canada, Brazil, and Vegas? Please put your votes on Vegas immediately. Anyway, I may or may have not done that. Allegedly. Rules anyway, quickly on the screen, just in case anyone's new and fresh and is wondering how the hell does this run. It's normal business, 50% race is the normal drill. Obviously, it's slightly different today with a sprint. I'll pop it up just before we obviously start, but if you're new to the sprint format, this is how we run ours. We have a sprint race. It's set by the championship order, but reversed. So if you're last in the championship, and you've scored a point, or you've taken part at least, you're on pole for today. I will tell you the grid in a second. And if you're first, you're starting at the back. Anyone who's not got points automatically goes behind them. But it means the slower people, technically, throughout the season, get a chance of being at the front, trying to hold on. Faster people have to work hard for it. It makes it a nice mix, and sometimes a mess, but sometimes a fun stuff. Then, the rest of it is the normal. We have a normal quali and a normal race. It's just one shot to save time into the big 50%. It's simple. We'll find out if it's simple. We'll find out how the drivers actually deal with it. Anyways, music pause abruptly because we don't do smooth transitions. That's very, very boring. Very, very boring. I am going to go open the lobby now because that's necessary. I heard that's smart for some reason. You know what I mean? So hope I don't mess up the sprint like all shit. The sprint, honestly, I'm trying to remember the last time the sprint was like exactly what I wanted. I think, because my aim for the sprint, as I said, is just always to have slow people have a chance to keep the leads. Quick people have to work hard for it, like I said. But I want to say Austria last season was perfect for it. This season was... Wait, was that last season or this season? I don't remember which one. I'm not appearing offline even. My Xbox just had to do a thing. It's fine. I have just spawned it. We're good. We're good. But yeah, I liked... I don't remember which one that was. But either way, that was really fun having to actually watch people cook and try the hardest, and someone actually held onto the lead for so long and then eventually got caught last second. That's what I want. If I don't get that, then... I mean, it's fine. It literally doesn't matter. I'm not going to throw a fit because I didn't get my race result. I just want content. That's all we need. Anyway, I get the content. Whoever can win, can win. It's fine. We'll show the standings and stuff later because I have waffles on that as I've apparently looked at it and realized my copium for building up a thing is no longer necessary. So it's all good. Right. Should we just... You can have me setting up the lobby live in the flesh. Why not? We need to do it. We need to do it fast. Not split screen. You know what? Yeah, good. Yeah, we'll work on split screen. We'll work on split screen. Yeah, we'll host it local. NSL is now a split screen event in my yard. That's the only place it's happening. Because why not? The lobby is unofficially open. I'm pinging it in the Discord shortly. Let's go. Just did my safety car fuel save test back in menu note. Nice. I like people doing like those extra little tests and stuff, or like race runs if anyone does that, or just stuff like that is cool. And to ping that, by the way, is we are live on YouTube. That can have its knowledge posted in both Discord. Send postcode. What's the one that I used to get sent by Mario all the time? The meme one. I can actually never remember it. It's to call it. I'll figure it out. We move. Adam's going already. Damn, where you going, man? Yeah, thank you for stopping in, by the way. Appreciate it. Hello, and goodbye, I guess, both times. Think to say proper highs. Right, Spa. Beautiful. Lobby setup, obviously, with the sprint means I can skip straight to doing that first and foremost, which is always annoying to set up, but we'll figure it out. We need everyone in first before we can set the grid. Blah, blah, blah. It's waffle measure. You don't need me to hear it. That's the one. Thank you list. Yep, there we go. Poops, lock that one in. Read it out loud as well in front of your family. Why am I doing this manually, by the way? Sorry, what am I doing? Why am I doing... I literally have an entire setting for this. We're smart here. Right, literally have one loaded up and ready to go. All I need to do is change the thing back to a sprint. I'm smart. Not bad. Got stuff to do. Listen, not complain. It's all good. It's all good. That's always a good thing. We'll take it. Mana for everyone on Rouge and Radiant on full throttle. Listen, you can technically take it at whatever speed you like, as long as you're not being erratic and dangerous. On the cars behind to not hit them. The game's the game. You know what? Keep that energy in the wet. Yes, that's what I want. Thank God someone said it. Keep that energy in the wet. I hope to God Rain takes part in one of these sessions. I don't know when it's going to, but surely at Spa, the game's naturally going to want to do it. And you're watching me set it up. There ain't no match fixing. If the game does it, the game does it. Let me go for the invite list. Let's see how many people we've got to ping invitations in. PC people I need to get in first. Sorry if, not sorry, what am I about? Oh god, it's still... This man wants complete and utter chaos. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to start from ordering who's going to actually be on pole in the goods. Tar's going to be on pole, so I'll invite them in first. Lewis, I think, is on an Xbox, so we'll leave those. Mr. Spuds. Let's go and find the lovely Spuds name. Beautiful. Kizzo is on an Xbox, so he should find his way in shortly, but I will go find him. Music switch. Broken. Trust me. Thought I'd say just in case I see break in the version. I mean, if you feel like you're going to lose it for some... I don't know. I don't know what I'm defending, but the game's a game. That is... Wait, is Kizzo checked in? Just to double check. I mean, he wouldn't... Josh wouldn't put him on the list otherwise. He's time traveling at Japan is why I'm... confusing. Anyway, I lost my train of thought for a second. I was like, that's not the track to be doing on. We're expecting 12, but sure, it's fine. Raul is not in yet. Wait, unless I'm looking at the wrong name. No, we're actually generally not in. I don't know if I have his other accounts added at any point in time, so I'm just going to let him join at some point. It's fine. Pooch, is he online yet? No, unless I'm seeing... I'm going to have to scroll 7 million years, aren't I? Let's go find it. Let's go find it. Have that ROM. Don't know what you did, but probably... I ain't got a clue. The games did it. Apparently went to the Williams. Trying to go back home. Trying to go back home, you know? Wasn't like my message on the other... What other platforms? I don't ignore messages. I just don't see messages on half of them. So if it's me, it's me. I'll leave this week's podium sitter car for my full-time teammate. Listen, you want a podium? You can grab a podium. It's allowed. It's absolutely allowed. Okay. So we are missing... How many more? Kizzo's in, then Pooch joins in, that's 11. Then that means the one person we're missing is who? Is it just Raul? It's not just Raul. My plan, it might be. It might be. Where is Raulik? We need you in the session. I need to set the tone, the vibes, and everything, and the grids. Nice to see Kira's looking. Ah, nice. Okay, good. We've got the nationality for it. Oh my. The return. The return of the names. Okay, all right. I'm gonna trust that they get in the lobby in time because it's literally 5 seconds. So in the meantime, standings. Let's go do that. Transition time, please. Thank you very much and good night. Let's talk about the constructors. This is the order we got so far. There's still 2 teams with no points, and unfortunately, I don't think anyone's gonna be in. And I don't think we've even had anyone. No, we've had someone in an LB, I think. Don't think we've had anyone in an Alba. Which basically means they're not getting any points at any point in time. But they're still on a bomb. Red Bull are on 8th place, the last of the ones who've scored them on 8. Then we've got Alpine, 50 points, and Aston Martin and the McLaren's Mercedes. The only teams actually moved around there. I believe Aston Martin jumped up to 6, a point ahead of the Alpines, dropping them to 7th in that little midfield battle with the McLarens and stuff, which is now separated with Mercedes. Them getting some point scorers recently means they're starting to jump up. Maybe they even catch the Williams in 3rd. Maybe if Ron and Kira can stop them. I always forget Kira's not there. Ferrari's still significant points behind. It's going to be tricky to catch in the last 3 races, plus today and plus the sprint. We'll see. There's points on boards, plenty to overcome that, but that's a lot to overcome when Haas are doing bits. And you can tell by this part. Josh is still 2nd in the drivers, which means it's not a Haas 1-2, but Dylan's still got a healthy lead of points on the board. Ron and Ethan on the rest, still kind of close in that little 4th, 5th battle, and the rest kind of just mixing in there. But unfortunately, the top battle for Josh is quite big. It's quite massive. The gap's pretty big. But for Dylan, it's cooking. And I'm not gonna lie, it's looking on the ropes if you want a title battle. But we'll see how long it takes for it to be called off. The points gap's a bit bigger than I was expecting. It didn't look massive until like when I checked earlier, and I was like, okay, maybe it's something. Maybe it's something. All right, grids. This is your sprint grid for this beautiful session. Reminder, if you're in this one, you can just leave once the sprint race is done. You don't have to go into whatever the game's going to try and bring you into. We're just doing a sprint here. New lobby, and then we move. Pole is Satara on the top. Then we've got Lewis in 2nd position in the Alpine. Then we've got Mr. Spuds over in the McLaren in P3. Kezo's up in 4th place. Boom. But Akira's going to be next to each other? I hope so. What's 2nd and 3rd? Listen, I'm... God. Listen, shush. Can you, what am I, what's, Lewis, sorry, I can't, I need to pause. Why are you, okay, anyways, I don't know how to respond to this. It's fine. I mean, Kieran in 5th place, because Kieran's out back to back. I was hoping that was going to be the case. Raul Washcat 07 up into P6. Then we got Pooch in 7th place. We will see if the oven is actually going to be turned on. We need another appliance other than an oven for him to cook with. Maybe that's the issue. Ethan in 8th. Ron's going to be in P9. Then we're going to have 10th place is F online. And Josh in 11th. And Dylan in 12th. Reverse championship order looking good with these lot at the back and the rest at the front. I'm excited about that. Confirm the... Let me just look at that again just to be double safe. But I'm pretty certain we're good. We're good to go. Confirm it. Let's run the race. Let's run the session. Let's run everything. Everyone, if you're listening to me, come ready up and do the thing. If not, you're getting told to ready up in the Discord. It's a good day. It's a good day. We will run the sprint. Why? What? No. When I meant later, I meant more than later. I meant like after this part. Not now. not in between. Go away. I will check it at some point. Stop. What? Oh. I give it a spot. Jesus Christ, the scream for that one. The scream for that one. There you go, it's fine, we've done that. Why is this? Yeah, even the safety car is left on as well, damn. We got it. This is why. Alright. Why does it do that, by the way? Cody's, can you stop doing this? The save thing is I hate this. The other thing was me, but the save thing is standard, and it keeps randomly setting it back to reduce. Stop doing it. I don't want that to be the setting. Good? Thank you. Right. Anyways, rant over. It's fine. I don't know why it does that. It just ignores the settings you have saved for some reason and then goes for another thing. We've lost a member. That is now one less than it was before. Tara's left. Do we have a little quick delayage? I can work some magic. My own setting doesn't stop. Oh, it does. Okay. Let me see if I can ping. Stop pinging me. I'm looking at the chat. Shush. I'm late. It's there. Shush. Stop it. Let me give Satara an invite. See if we can get him back in. Scrollage. Scrollage. We'll get there. We'll get... Damn. No? Will we not get there? Let's go. Bro, really streaming around Milan and Liverpool playing at Sanso. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to do my job before Liverpool matches. And they upset me this weekend, so I can't watch the games again. Apparently you do care, man. Apparently you do care. If you can get into time in the next minute or two, we can still wait. But if not, I guess we'll have to go ahead still. But I can wait another minute or so. It's okay, if that's possible. I will stare and hope. Give it to 2:04 on my time. 2:05? 2:05, 2:04, because I'm probably counting halfway through in a minute. How you doing, by the way, Andres? I hope you're good. Hope you're chilling. We can probably level the music back down now, since we're technically waiting. Got the info. Okay, good. We should be fine. Just when you... Andres, I've had dreads for over a year. I've just never had them down. Like... That's all right. Yeah, I've had them for a long time. I'm just popping them down for a bit. Because why not? Mixing it up. Glad you're doing good about it, brother. I've always. Starts begin. Right, ready up again. I'm not pinging it this time. You all know what to do. Back and back at the front. We can cook. We can cook. Go. I hate you. I hope, Pooch, that you get relegated. Not the team you support. You. I hope you get... I don't know what from, but it's fine. Don't care, didn't ask. Plus ratio, Josh. Alright, I don't know why. Outrageous, man. Outrageous. Wait, I can't believe this man didn't know. This man didn't know the dreads existence. Damn! Okay! Nah, fair enough, to be fair. I have it always up, so I guess it kind of looks like game versus something else. Game's a game. It's fine. I ain't gonna take offense. I'm doing good, though, man. I'm having a good time. NSL's about to cook. I'm feeling nice. I'm not gonna lie, slightly hungry, but we'll wait till after the race and stuff to do that. We're good. What did the prediction end as, by the way? That's what I wanted to see. How many points get set on what? 8% of the points on Dylan to get the win in the sprint. 63% of them to be on Josh. 10k Nange points on that. Okay, 3% of the points on F1 Light, and then 25% of the points on just one of those three not winning it. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I love this game. I love this game. I love this game. Once again, negative match fixing is done from me. I've seen Tatar has been kicked out. I'm going to try and invite you, by the way, at least in a little bit into the session. If you can join and stuff, it's fine. Main race is fine. Listen. It's... Wait, what do you mean not a sprint? No, if you're about to tell me now that this is somehow not a sprint, I'm going to cry. Oh, okay. I thought that you were scaring me to beyond belief there. I thought I'd literally missed the session massively. Bone gyration, remember, that's not part of this. We'd go into a new lobby after this point. So the new lobby could absolutely do you in with a dynamic session of full rain again. We don't know what it's going to cook. I know what I want it to cook, but we know. We know. Yes, Star, the invite's pinged in. It might let you join late. I'm not sure, but hopefully can get back in time. Right. In. I don't know if that's going to let him rejoin straight away. Anyways, we need to do waffleage about... I mean, what do you want to start waffling about is the main question. I don't know. There's the driver standings, there's everything, there's the last few things. Apparently, F1 Kid said there's a stat. All the times we've had Spa, he's got pole in it. It was one of his first times he came through in a wet session and then decided, I'm just going to decide to cook. Came through and got a title in his hands. All the business. He got a lot of things done that day. We got a lot of things done. And with absolutely negative time to think or breathe, as we never do in the sprints, we get to start it off immediately and see how they're going. I would have liked some more leeway time. Maybe the formation has to come back on. Anyways, into turn 1 at La Source. We're going to see how they all cook. So far, the Alpine has decided to take a lead for a hot second alongside... So Tatar's car's actually still up there. I think they finally got back in control as well. Perfect timing. Let's go. Is everyone going to be safe and stuff around the back? We've already got a couple positions game. Raul's up 2 positions. Ron and F1 Lightning are up 2 as well. Kizzo is down a few. That is already side by side. 3 into 1 does not go. And that is Kieran out. Kizzo in a wall. And the Wastcat 07 firmly detached from some of the parts of the car. No VSCs, no safety cars in the sprints. It's all out action. All the risks are taken. And that means if you get done like that, you are absolutely done. Position changes have been absolutely coming through on the court after that one. We've got Ron up 6 positions. Josh is now up 7. Drifting around as Pooch is up there as well. Dylan, F1 Lightning both seem to all get away with it. So the championship protagonists are all fairly safe. But Tatar's still in the lead. Lewis is still in second. What happened that 3 into 1? That looked just pretty much like 3 cars didn't know they was all next to each other and they all thought it was 2 or something. That's pain. First glance, I don't really know if any of them could have done anything about it. I do spot, by the way, is that an intermediate tyre on a couple cars? It is. So apparently a couple thought that conditions weren't full wet. They just thought, we can get away with some extra time. Maybe it's meant to loosen off in a little bit. And obviously, no pit stops you're not planning to do, so you might as well get the best advantage. That is side by side a little bit further up. That is tyre model as well. And that is, I think, Ron and NZSC both making contact. There's gravel being done. There's 2 cars spinning around. That's both of them with wing damage. Oh, it's going horribly for a lot of people right now. 2 more victims, unfortunately, claimed to... I don't even know if that just kind of looked like 2 cars were drifting towards each other when they didn't meet. I don't know if that one's the same as the first one. The first one was... almost definitely just 3 cars couldn't be where they were and they all didn't know and they just got caught up. But that one might actually have some blame to be portioning to it. We'll find out, and I've learned that my football team is losing already to the GOAT of soccer. It's LeBron James of soccer. I can't believe it. That's rude. Washcat and Kiz are both into the pits. I think they aren't the only ones who have damage, but I suspect that they're the ones who are just cutting it. I mean, they've probably got the most damage, so they kind of have to pit in. Josh, 2 seconds away from the race leader at the moment. Plenty of laps to catch that up and get a sprint win. The last time we had a sprint back in Austria, it was under Turbo Snow, who's not in the league at the moment for this season. The last time before that, it was run by a Ferrari. But no, it wasn't run by a Ferrari, am I right? No, I'm standing completely incorrected. I've just waffled things to you that I've never said in my life. Ignore all the things I've just said. We're all good. We're all good. It's glitched out for me, so I don't know what's... Huh? Are we watching... But... I mean, the car's still here. Is this AI then? But this looks like a human driving. What is going on? Is it working? Apparently I'm hearing now Zatan's not actually in control of the car. This is just an AI doing this. Okay, right. That's changed the face of everything. So ATI is currently just holding on to the lead right now. Zatan's actually not back into their own session. That's confused. I'm going to try and send at least an invite to possibly get you back into the session. That's a weird one. That one I've not seen before. That's odd. Okay. Well, an AI car is leading the race. Technically. Not sure if you can leave that session and join again in this one. And we'll find out. Dylan's now also left the session and disconnected. After going all the way up to a 4... Hang on, that's 3 people. Hang on. That's now 3 people who have just randomly... I now have suspicion that is not just the norm anymore. What has happened to half these people in the grid? Dylan, Kizzo, of both just randomly being kicked out as there we go, of moves sent down the inside on Ethan's car for a moment. I'm not gonna lie, that's a firm amount of enough people to be restarting a session for a random connection thing. I'm gonna have to be calling that one there because I don't understand what has happened. Yeah, that one, the game has actually just gone. It's annoying and it's a shame. It's probably nice for a lot of people. I'm officially gonna call a restart on that one because I have no clue why we've had 3 disconnects, all seemingly not actually provoked by anyone in no time. That's pain. What happened to the game? What happened to the actual game? That was weird. Okay, right. Restart is pinging in. I'll ping it in the Discord just so we know. Because that one was an odd one. Damn. It was looking exciting as well, which is kind of annoying. Because I like the result just take place as it is, but like, if somehow that happens, it's somehow that happens, you know? Fair enough. Damn, is that actually going to ping when I do the thing? I don't know if it is. I hate Discord. I'm just trying to type things and you're not letting me do it. Thank you. Okay. Right. Anyways, yeah, let's restart and do the thing. That one was weird. That one was weird. Someone just tried to commit GBH on someone's car. I will say, by the way, anyone, if you send, like, penalties happen at that point, I know technically they didn't happen. We still have had times where if it's bad enough and you report it, it still counts to a penalty stuff. So don't think people getting away for it. We had literally 3 immediate, not immediate, but like consecutive disconnects that all weren't anything to do with the people. It was all back to back to back to minimum. So Tar didn't even get control of their car the entire time after rejoining. And then, yeah, it was a couple. It was a couple. We'll try and not have that happen this time. It's not up to me, unfortunately. It's up to the game, but we'll find out. Okay. Get my wing removed next race. I hate it happening, but I mean, it happens. We've had it a lot of time. We had it this season last year, didn't we? Can we forget? Custard cream donuts. Hook me up, brother. Hook me up. Right, lobby is open again. Let's try and get a win in one more time. Breed. What did I miss? What did I miss? Sorry. Hit take control. Had no time in time. Oh, damn. What is going on? Don't happen about my stream for us to... Really? Was it... I'm trying to think, like, I didn't have a drop frame, so I'm trying to think, was that like a my internet thing that just started to make everyone kick? But I'm confused on what actually went down. Go back into the old race, F1 Kids games. Oh, okay, it's fine. I'll double, I mean, it could have been a me thing. Same weather. You know, that's the one thing I'm actually upset about. Like, I don't care who, like, gets benefits of wherever. Like, if someone ends up getting first in one race and then the next race gets last, like, that's nothing to do with me. I don't actually care. But it's when I have a weather that I have and I don't get it, that's what upsets me. That's what, yeah, that's pain. Okay, maybe it could have been, I mean, either way, I'm glad I called a race that down, because if it was actually down to me server hosting it stuff, I thought it was dedicated servers on F1 as well. No, it's not. Of course it's not been a thing. Do that, please, Codys. Okay, right. Let me put the track set and stuff in, and then the PC people, I'll get to inviting you ASAP. Sorry for the little delay. It happens sometimes, but I don't want to ruin people's races again. We'll see if we can actually get this one doing, and if not, then we're going to have to firm whatever happens. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. It seems like a one-off thing, so it's fine. Still doing this! Stop doing this to my session. Right. Invite's going to get spammed through on a quick thing for the people on PC. I'll try and get them as quick as we can. We're going. Same weather or severe content. Listen, I am crossing my fingers that I want rain every session at most points. Like, that's just a given. You guys know me. You know I want that chaos. I want it for everyone. So if it happens again, it happens again. But unfortunately, it's down to the gods of Cody's to if they want to actually deliver that. And they probably, knowing them, they probably won't. So we'll see. Okay. Let me scroll through to find. I don't know if Dylan was already in. Let's give Dylan an invite. Who else do we need? Shout me in the chat, by the way, specifically if you need an invite, because I'm doing it less formatted now. So I don't mind if someone's screaming at me. Please invite the session. Oh, you're already in, right? If you're not, you're getting an invite anyways. It wasn't. Oh. And for the count on. Wait. Oh yeah. Wait. What am I reading? Sorry. Yeah, so, like I said, yeah, if penalties and stuff, unless they're, like, major, like if someone is literally committing war crimes, they basically don't technically count because it didn't happen, but yeah. I mean, send it in anyways if you're not sure. I'd rather someone send it in and then let us tell you, yeah, it's not worth a thing than the other way around, so it's up to you, it's up to you. Okay, who am I missing as well? I've not even invited Josh. Josh is in, Josh is in. Who are we missing off the list? Let me just go through the grid. Tatar is not in just yet. NCC's in, Spuds is in, Kira's in, and Kira? Oh, I can't speak English now. A name with a K at the start of it, I can't speak. Raul is in, boom, Pooch. We're missing. All right. Let's go find it. One on a miss. We started, we had some connection issue. Something happened, don't know what. We restarted. But the start of that race looked chaotic. So it looked like it was actually going to be some stuff was going down. Some stuff was happening. But yeah, we unfortunately did not count. The game is the game. Right. Maybe if wait, if us who disconnected have the same internet, maybe maybe? What internet providers you all got? Do you want to share? To tell iPhone, not iPhone Kid, sorry, because Dylan, who do you have in internet providers? I'll tell you if I have the same, because I don't know if I had mine, but I don't think so. Okay, who's missing off the list? F1? No, both of those in, right? Is it just okay? It's just F1 lining. It's just Mr. Demetrius, and then we're good. Then we're ready. Josh was indeed correct. I don't know who F1 Kid is. I don't know who he is. I mean, his name still is that in the game. We've now lost Satar again. Yes, I spelled that name correctly. Ow! The game is the game. Probably not. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. That's not thingy thing. Yeah, if that keeps happening again, there's not much more I can do in it. If it's a whole big lobby thing, then sure. But it's fine. I'll give you one more invite to see if it works. If it's not working off this, then I don't know much more I can do for it. Why have I scrolled all the way to the offline section? I don't know. Okay, anyways. Right, in the meantime, I'll set the rest of the grid. We'll see what we've got cooking. It's fine. Grid! Barring Satar's name, because I haven't got to it yet. That puts Lewis currently on the top of the standings. Then what's the rest of them? I can't read English at all for this one. Mr. Spuds, boom, Kizzo, then Kieran, then who was fifth? Rowlick? That's not Rowlick's name. It's fine. Washcat, boom, Pooch. Having different names on both screens is slightly hurting my eyes. Then Ron, then F1 Lining, then Josh, then Dylan, and then Satar's back in beautiful times. Let's go. Grid set! Let's go. Start up. Let's have it. It's on dynamic. Weather is doing its thing. You know the drill. You know the score. Come through. It's fine. Listen, sorry. So if it does it again, it's all good. It's not all good, obviously, but there's nothing everyone can do. It's fine. That's just a norm. Yeah. If it doesn't work, then yeah, I guess you just have to call that a thing. It's the rules for it anyway. Normally, if someone has a big disconnect to that, we can restart once. But if it happens again, then we can't really do much more on it. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, don't be yourself. Internet happens. It does its thing. Right. Now, let's try that again. Welcome to the sprint session. You know what I didn't do last time? You know why it jinxed? You know why it jinxed? Didn't have the sprint logo on the screen. Boring. It's dry. Fuming. There's no rain in sight. Not a... Restart. For real, man. For real. Like, what's going on? Satar's being kicked again. I'm not sure what's happening with the thing. It could go to rain. I like the hope. I like the hope. That's good times. Satar, sorry that keeps happening. Again, like, you're still welcome to try and join in if you can, but like, we can't restart every time for that one. But I know it's not your fault, so I'm not blaming you specifically. I'm just saying that we can't keep restarting for it. If you can hop back in any other point, you can. Never seen a wet race like this in my life. This one's a different type of wet race, you know. This one's slightly different. Right, anyways. Whack off that. Rained it. We used to pray for times like this. We used to pray for times like this. The rain tried to go away. It tried to run away, but you cannot stop the Nange shithousery with wishing for rain. Fingers were crossed. Right, anyways. Let's get involved. Let's see what we've got. I'll give you accurate sprint stats this time. Thank you, Josh, by the way. Last time, as I said, I completely butchered who won the last one. The first sprint in China was won by Dylan. The second one by Turbo Snow. Things have happened. Things have changed. I don't know what's going to run down. There's no rhyme or reason to what's happened in those previous events, but we'll see if it cooks up again this session. How about start, chat? Let's see how the lights go. Let's see how the things do. The lights are off and we're finally racing again in Spa, in Belgium. Let me see what we've got. Lewis obviously getting the best start at the moment. Second place is going to be Mr. Spuds into turn one. Are the rest going to get away a little bit cleaner? There's a bit of a free wide moment between Pooch and a Williams and a Mercedes, but it just spins out for a little bit. Now tyres are actually going to become a thing. Might see some different strategies side by side between a couple cars, but they all seem to be going nicely. Kieran is involved in it, never crash again up the hill, and it's involving F1 Lightning, and I think that's the only people that was in that time. Side by side at the top of the hill, we've got the McLaren trying to take the position. Mr. Spuds is into first place, taking the lead. Washcat has managed to gain 4 positions into second. This is delivering on the chaos. There's a Jesus Christ, where is Kisso going? The brake pedal was, it was disappeared. I don't know where it's gone. Side by side now going up to put on. We've got Washcat in the lead. We've got a 10-second penalty for Kieran for cutting a corner. I'm not sure what's happened there further back in the grid. His race is fairly done, I'm going to say at this moment. That's a wide moment. Do you want tyres, by the way? Do you want to see those? I don't know if you have any interest in seeing those. As far as I know, the soft tires is a couple seconds over a sprint distance slower. But if it's going to rain, then technically it might be fine. Until it rains, that's another hit between Ron, who is now in second, and Mr. Spuds, who's made some contact with his ex-teammate. And Mr. Spuds is now down all the way into 7th and 8th. It's going cleanly out there. They're making additional pieces of contact along the grid. Spuds' car is relatively free of damage, though. That's Kieran's car, as you can see. Relatively free of front wings, but it can happen. Look at the cars back here. There's a never spin further thing. That's F1 Lightning who's in a never collision again. I think he might have just been caught in a little bit of a moment there as he's dropped round down into 10th place. Points for the Haas team, it ain't going to be huge there. For the people who need those points, Josh is up into 6th place, but ahead of him is Dylan into 5th. I was going to say 7th. That's mash. Also, how that position has switched around. But yeah, there is soft tyres on the grid. There's 2 in 2nd and 3rd. And I believe Poos might be trying to take that 2nd place off Ron's hands. Wax open the DRS. He's had a good move over here before. He might just do it. Dylan's making his way past Kizzo at the back. Pooch is making his way into 2nd position at the top of the hill. He's up into the top 2 position. Maybe he hunts down Raul. And maybe he goes one better than he... Oh, he has a snap. Maybe he goes one better than last time, when for a brief moment he took the lead. Maybe he decides to go and take even better than that. I think there's been a never spinners. I don't remember Kizzo not having a front wing this time round. More content, I think, has been made. There's a couple people with end plates missing. I know F1 Lightning is one of them. Why is the Ferrari engine different? I know I've heard it's different, and actually does sound weirdly different. Okay, sure. Anyways, championship protagonists a little bit spread out. 4th, 5th, and 7th in championship order, which means they've, as I said, they've reversed at some point. F1 Lightning's had a moment or two. Dylan has had clearly a clean race or two for the last couple laps and is hanging on nicely. Closing in slightly on Ron and the rest, so there's a little bit of a gap. Well, it was a little bit of a gap developing. It's now becoming a 5-car train as Josh is completely hanging on with that one. His teammate on a soft tyre, though, has clearly not had the best run as he's not exactly close to the rest. As you can see, pretty much all the people in the championship who are in the top half have taken their positions back. Not in the correct order, but they're all in the top half of where they should be. I mean, F1 Lightning's game 3, 2 up for Ethan, 6 for Josh, 8 for Dylan, 6 for Ron, and then 5 for the top 2. So they're all gaining back roughly where they should be. It's just obviously not... From this point on, it's now just a shuffle of who can get their orders done best. Can the soft tyre runners make their advantage count and actually work for something? Kizzo's sped in the pit lane, which is going to compound it even more, but that's one of those where, again, the points are... Once you've been down there, it doesn't go in your favor much more than that, which is unfortunate, but the game is the game. That is also a side-by-side moment with Dylan taking 2nd place out of that. Pooch was in 2nd to start of this straight. Now he's in 4th, Ron's in 3rd, and Dylan's into 2nd place. The soft tyre runners failing already, or did it just get caught purely by straight line speed is the correct answer. I'm not going to make that a story. That's all that's happened. Straight line performance is huge. I don't know what setups everyone's running. How low can you go on the wings without feeling entirely uncomfortable? That's a big thing. Kieran's got a never 3 seconds of pens again. Unfortunately, back there. No worries to tell you. Again, yeah, more than welcome. Like, just if it can work later on, hop back in. It's fine. You can carry on as if nothing that happened from that point. So I hope it does. Crossing fingers for you, because I know it's annoying. The internet issues are very, very stressful. Slightly painful. So yeah, I hope that does get fixed up shortly, so we can have the full grid back to its full capacity again for this race. That's what I'm trying to see. Dylan is he's on the back of the car ahead, and they both seem to be deciding we don't need to be using battery. We need to wait for later on. This is going to be a little cat and mouse game, I reckon, from now. Of as we saw in Monza, who wants to be ahead. There's more to do in between the big straights. But there are still big straights that everyone's most likely going to be focusing on and planning their moves and attacks and stuff. But Will and his soft Tyrant still have a bit of edge of pace to just work their magic through the middle sector, get a bit closer for the big straights, and just decide, well, if you're going to just be hesitant, I'll take that position off your hands. Could happen. I have absolutely no clue. But they're sat there ready to go, but they have got the bigger gap run to the front two. And so far, Dylan isn't waiting, is my point. Sorry, Dylan is going up the hill and making the position. Oh my lord, look at that. Battery and overtake on. And Dylan is still pulling away, as I assume he's doing the same thing himself to make sure he has that position. Dylan is not waiting to the top of the hill. He's going there and now. I think that was probably what Raul wanted in the Mercedes, to make sure he had to be behind, even if he didn't get DRS. But it didn't work out for him. Keep second place. The Mercedes is now going to have to challenge, or be challenged by the Williams and the Aston Martin. But nicely done for Dylan to get to the lead of this sprint race within 4 laps. His rival's a little bit further back, but they're still in this train. Well, at least one of them is. F1 Lightning's wing damage. It's only minor, but that's probably going to be enough. And obviously what unsettled them to keep that 3-second gap. 7th might be the best it can hope for, unless someone ahead slips up. Ethan, though, has managed to lock in. Caught into this train with his teammate. That's going to be very vital. Again, if someone makes a mistake, he's got to be there to pounce on it. Ferraris need some points in their hands, and that's some gravel. You don't want to pick up that. Don't pick up gravel. Bad habit. Anyways, Josh is on the tail. We'll see what he can do. Dylan is trying to break that second toe, or at least get as close as he can to it. Ron is almost getting broken the second to Wash Cat. We'll see what they do with that, if they start to deploy some battery. In fact, we'll go on board with Ron's car to see what he's doing, and in fact, he is doing exactly what I thought, and dumping all of his battery. He's got DRS here to work with, so that'll be well. Unfortunately, the car ahead is also doing the same thing to try and stay within a second. They're all just dumping battery tanks to just hold on to a gap, and I think some of them are going to do it, as that is side by side between Pooch and Josh. And if the overtake's done for Josh, he's got the position ahead, but is it the timing he wanted to do it for? And is the battery going to not help him up the straight, as that's a big loss? Pooch will simply say, I'll have that position straight back, thank you very much. DRS open, he's going to get 1, he's going to get 2. Pooch taking 2 big positions to help back on the sprint podium. Who is that dropping in? Ethan! Ethan, when was you involved? I didn't realise he was even involved in the manoeuvre. And he's pushed Pooch slightly wide, and they're both wiggling their cars a little bit. Didn't even think he was a factor in the overtake, but he absolutely was, and he almost takes all of them. I was gassing at Pooch. Ethan's the one to get gassed up. He's up into 3rd. Gotta be there for the opportunistic stuff, and that is absolutely one you can do at Spa. Ethan, followed by Pooch, followed by Josh, followed by Ron, who is now at the back of this train. Poor for Ron, from Ron, poor for him, I guess. Can't do anything at that. If everyone else behind has got more battery, straight line speed, everything, and DRS, you're cooked. It's just how many can you not lose? And unfortunately, yeah, no. The answer was no. He's losing them all. He's still there, though. Dylan did not manage to break away, as it was a lot more settled between those two. The gap's just holding at that 6th, 10th mark at the moment. I'm assuming battery's going to be strategically saved and deployed, etc. to keep going on that movement. It has left those two free now, as all those guys were fighting. It meant no one's in that train with those two. They can focus at the front and just saving battery, deploying it when they'd like to, and probably making that last few lap dash. There is still also meant to be rain apparently happening. There's a bit of a cloud there, but it's not really turning up. I doubt we're going to see that in bit. It's not going to make anyone pit, but I mean, I wouldn't mind it just making everyone have negative grip and also having no choice but to stay out of it. Doubt that's going to happen. Looks like we're going to stick with full drive for the time being, and I think that gap might be close between these two. It might be close to further back as well, but we'll keep an eye on this first. Josh getting a track limit penalty. That's going to put him down to the bottom of his pack if they all stay close together. Don't think there's going to be a move done for Loshkar unless he dives it late on the move, which I'm going to assume he doesn't. He does not. But Josh does get the position on Pooch, so I'm not sure where he got that penalty. It might have been at turn 1, may have been at Rouge and Radion. I'm not sure. The Ferrari's in now 3rd and 4th. That is a snap and a half for Josh. And he overtakes his teammate. Was there an illegal overtake there? Or was that tactical for points? I don't think they've done that once this season, so I can't imagine that being a tactical thing. I think that he even was fully on traction, so it looked like he lifted. I don't know. Maybe he got a warning of illegal overtake and just decided to be safe. Let's just give the position back, because sure, why not? But Josh, after getting that, and looks like he was going to drop out the top 6 after the race is done, is now fine. He's not fine. He'll still lose Boldo's positions behind him at the moment, unless he can work his magic or if his teammate can start working some magic himself, and I don't know, he'll be conceding a position to his teammate, but back up the pack a couple seconds for the next couple laps. I mean, that is an option. I don't think I've seen that much like teammate work happen yet, but now's the time if they really want to do it. Ron is so close, by the way, and surely he's going to have to make a move. He is going to try and do it. Soft tires probably starting to age by at least probably a lap ago. Traction loss for Pooch and for Ethan, I think. Both of them just having grip on their rear tires. I think the soft tires are starting to age a tiny bit more than they wanted. Look at the amount of wheel spin he's getting off the corners. Dumping his battery just to make sure he stays in the tow. We'll go back on the front two, who again on... Hang on, is that F1 Lightning's round again? Now he has no front wing. And he has not been near a car. Has he just skill issued at La Source? I think he might have. I don't know where or when that's happened, but I think that's a pure La Source skill issue or something. I don't know. I can't imagine it's tires, because they should be fine. They're still mediums. I guess we'll see a clip of that from himself later one time, but it's not going to be involving anyone else, unless I missed another car being around him, but I'm pretty certain he was on his ones. Front two still 4 tenths away. This... Let's just check the battery. 94%. 95, yeah. These two... I mean, we did this before, and Dylan had this last time where he had to work hard against his own teammate to see who could have the position change. That's Kieran, I think, trying to go into the pits, or at least spinning around at the final. Just give it a couple seconds. Should eventually just... No? Not DSQing him, ref? Okay, fine. Anyways, had to interrupt for that one for a second as Kieran's travelling the correct direction up the... I have a strong question, by the way. Dylan might get saved here, and this could... I don't want to say this is going to end up being controversial, but... I was just going to say, if Kieran's car, even in reverse, was caught by Dylan before the detection point, that would have given him DRS and might have saved him up the hill. Meanwhile, I believe he's being physically pushed up the hill by Washcat's vehicle. There's Kieran's car on the way through. Surely there's not going to be much he can do to stop this one, Dylan, as I think he's going to take the position straight back off him. Unless he sends it from absolute Oh my god, he started to gain. He started to gain, and I thought he might. This is going to have to be absolute full send, maximum pace and everything from Dylan. And he's got the run and the speed, but he's being defended nicely. Is he going to try and send it up the inside? He is not. The gap's opening up. He's thinking about it. He's kind of given the room to do it. Not going to happen this time. Further back, Josh is fighting as well with Ron and Co again to hold on to this P3 at least on track. Ethan lost position to clearly the Williams, so they're going to have to keep going. Puon, these two are still within a 10th. How are they within a 10th? It should have been this close. He's trying little sends on the go just to make sure he sees him. The run up through Blanchemont is going to be mega between this little pack and the one behind. Let's see what they've got on stock. That is a snap you don't want to have at that time. He will be dropping the the battery. There's going to be no DRS to save him, though. This is going to have to be a bus stop central movement at your local bus station. Can he park it ahead of the Mercedes? He'll surely defend the inside as hard as he can. He'll go around the outside if possible. Side by side through the movement. Is space going to get given? They're losing, they're making contact, they're trying to tyre model, and I think the traction's worked out for Rowley as he keeps the lead and wins the sprint. Further back, we've got Josh getting third place on the road, but he won't keep it. It's got to be Ron, then Ethan. Then I think Pooch does end up losing out still and doesn't get the position. That was close. That was close to the front, but Raul did end up managing to take it. Washcat 07 wins the sprint in Spa at Belgium. Second place still is still pretty huge from where he's at, but Washcat's going to be proud of that. That's a good result. I'd love to see it. F1 Lightning, unfortunately, has to sell for 7th. He did not get the best of the running with the incidents. The track is finally starting to darken. A bit too late, Cody's, but it's fine. Spud's going to come across in 8th, but I think we'll change position with Satar's car, but I'm pretty certain since Satar's car didn't technically even take part in most of the session, we can't classify it, so Spuds will still get the 8th place. And the last point, 13 points from Raul at the front, 10 for Dylan in second, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Fastest lap was set by whom is what I'd like to see, by Dylan. So he gets an extra point. He goes on to 11 for this one. What the hell happened at the start? Which time? The first start or the second was? I don't know. I missed a few things myself at this point. I saw stuff happening, and I saw Kieran, unfortunately, was caught again, but I genuinely do not know what things is happening on the board. It's fine. Don't need to be... Jesus Christ. I'm going to turn off VTV votes, just so that sounds like a serious thing. But it's fine. F1 gets me shouting at me for the last 10 minutes. For... I didn't catch him shouting you, no, because I wasn't in the... Could you specify why? What has actually happened? I need to know. Nange Anthony has scored a goal. Nah. I ain't having that. I ain't having that. We move. we move. Ooh, this is... I don't know what happened, Penalty. Yeah, there's incidents that I think I didn't get to properly see. There was the first race I saw stuff, but obviously it's not going to count. Kieran got involved in a little tangle, I think, with the McLaren of Spuds and a little something else. I don't know what I saw. I saw a few things, but yeah, I guess to show us get a good look. I feel like I'm going to have to be involved in incidents to talk tomorrow, because I feel like some of them are involving some of the stewards. That'll be fun. Anyways, provisional order on your screens. I was about to turn off the entire Fate game screen. That's not going to help you see who's actually got the results. Wasn't all... Right, go away. You promised me good results of Anthony scoring goals, man. You didn't give me it. Anyways, sorry. Anthony, talk over. Results on the screen for the sprint provisionally, of course. Half a tenth ahead at the front. Washcat and Dylan. Then we got Ron, Ethan, Josh, Pooch, F1 Lion, Satara and Apes, Buds, Lewis, Kizzo, Kieran. All finished. Although technically one's probably not going to end up being classified because of the not being there. Upload to OneDrive has failed because OneDrive is full, which is great times. Anyways, it's fine. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. As the rule normally is, if your car doesn't take part for like, if you don't drive your car physically for 75%, I believe we said 3/4. Technically, we can't classify the thing because technically he didn't drive most of it, sort of thing. It's not Star's fault, but technically yes, Star's car did get a point somehow, which is crazy. That's how many crashes happened. ATI beat people. Nuts. But yeah, so yeah, Spurs can confirm you would get the point. You're all good. Listen, internet providers have a lot to answer for sometimes, man. I don't blame you. Don't blame you for shouting them. Right. Now, I'm gonna get to play this twice in the session. Let's go open the lobbies again, because now we get to do the big boy race and see what cooks and see what happens. What Guan, what Wagon, you know the drill, you know the score. Lobby is officially open for this Endeavor time. Not bad, not bad. Right, we'll load it. Is it gonna remember my settings again, or is it going to... Let's find out. No, it's not. No, it's not. I promise you I've saved them correctly, but the game doesn't actually like me, so doesn't do that normally. The rest of the stuff is same. Qualifying, obviously, today in this session only is gonna be a one-shot, so we'll see what cooks. That's Sandvort. we're not doing that, don't worry. Invites will be spammed in at premium speeds. Still at a D license. He is as well. One day you'll drive cleaner, man. It's alright. I believe in you. You can do it. You can do it, man. Alright, let's invite the ones in. Watch Kettle 7's in the session. I've been invited into the session at least. Boom. All of you on an Xbox, etc., can do your thing and join soon. Who's lost 10k points, but I need to know who put the big points on Josh. I want to know who lost out hugely. I saw that happen. Restart my game. All right. Well, no worries. You're all good. Let's go find Dylan's name and some others. Again, shout at me if you haven't got an invite yet. Let me know. Makes my life a tiny bit easier to think. Time to board number one. Oh god. Pause the stream, see if that prevents any. I mean, if it does, well, it works. So in that case, I'll catch it a bit and hopefully you get to drive properly in the session. I'll send the invites if I can. Prediction is in for the race to see who wins. Again, do your votes, pop them in the board. We'll see what cooks up. How many have we got in so far? 7, which means we're missing a Hugh. Who is we missing? Let's go. Satara is in. Boom. NCC Lewis is in. Mr. Spuds is not in, but that's not an Xbox person. Sorry, I always get confused with both the McLarens. That's who I need to get an invite for. Coming up. Don't worry, Spuds. I got you soon. Boom. There's one. That's an invite to him. Then we've got Kizzo, who's not in yet, but he's on Xbox, so it's fine. Kieran is in. Raul is in. Hooch, we're missing still. We'll go find his session in. And the rest of the people, I think, have already sent an invite to accept F Online because his game isn't even on yet. It's fine. No worries, because, all right, we're all good. We got time. We got time. Ish. Sounded we're switching to music. We don't need that yet. Not there. While I'm here, I'll just give everyone getting lightning in fine anyways. It's fine. Woo. That was a rate. Did half of those incidents not happen? I don't know what happened because they just happened quickly. So I need to just... I'm only going to be able to notice what happened once I see them through clips later on. By the way, I should always say, if you have cool clips of like cool overtakes, I mean, you always know the score because of Sonic Haze being a thing, which again, yes, we'll come back next week. Heck, there's a hashtag clips channel in the NSL Discord. Post them in there. Incident stuff, even if they've been posted to stewards, I mean, I can get them from there, but if you want them to just be, that looks possible Sonic Haze featureable, whack it in there. I always don't mind them. It's semi-easy way if I haven't spotted it myself and someone shouts to me, why isn't this in? If it's in there, I always check it every week, so should be good. And we're cooking to go. We are solely missing F1 Lightning and one other name, which is just who? Josh. Oh. What? How is Josh the one who's not in this session? Normally as one of the first. Session although existed. Well, that's rude. Session could exist all at once, man. It's a human being. It's not a human being. Okay. That's one. And then we just silently wait for the Lightning Man to hop in the session. Demetrius, DeMarcus, the fourth. Not sure if we specified the number for that, so it's fine. Scrollage. I love this invite system. Did I mention? Did I hope I did. I hope I did. Double check the lobby stuff is all set because I don't want to be doing a restart purely because I've decided to put, I don't know, full traction control for everyone on. One day we'll do that. We're over there. Hooch, are you saying VVD because he scored a goal? Or are you saying VVD just to trick me into thinking he scored a goal, but it's not actually happened? I will hate you if it's the second option because I know that's something you lot would do. I am now checking. This is prime NSL. I'm checking foot mobile to see if... He wasn't incorrect. It's 2-1 VVD. Why are we doing this against Forest? Anyway. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay. Just a reminder as well, because there are some pens. Oh, Josh has already pinged, but I'm telling them anyways on the thing, because why not? There's grid pens on the board. Obviously, we can't put them in, so the people who are technically taking quality bans for the thing is Lewis, Spuds, and it's just us, didn't there? Yeah, sorry. It was right. Yeah, Lewis and Spuds just don't finish a lap. Just park it, retire, and do the thing. But yeah, you can start it, obviously. That's the thing. All right, good. See, I remember that without even just pinging it before. Smart business. Double checking none of those other people are actually somehow in the session. They are not. Ready up time. Let's go. I know you guys, yeah, I just had to say it just in case someone would have shouted at me otherwise. Josh would have shouted at me otherwise. It's what would have happened. All right, we're ready to cook. This is a big session. I'm hoping for some rain. I'm hoping also for abrupt music to throw in and cook. Where is Kizzo's name? No, the game, it really, Kizzo, you got, I mean, if it's coming back in like a minute or two, you got time. Otherwise, I have to tell them to go for it. The timing on that is impeccable. I knew I just spotted that number go down to 11, like at the very last second. Good, that's amazing. All right, well, I'm gonna let everyone ready up this time, but if it comes back in time, it does. If it does not, then we move. Official Reddit message, peg it in. Connections are really hurting people today. Really doing people today. Slightly rude. Game is the game, I guess? Probably not. Probably not. Okay. We'll try it. NSL main chat. What are we seeing in the main chat of the Discord? Exclamation mark NSL, by the way. Oh my lord. How is... Nah. Join... I'm not even showing it. I'm just because it's cool. You lot join the NSL Discord. Even if you're not racing, race if you want. The graphics that get posted by these lot who are driving is built different. It's built... The Williams ones have just got bangers. It will be there. We'll see if Spuds can respond with a banger there. We might have to do points for graphics. I'm not going to lie. Maybe... You know what? We might do it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm waiting for that response. That's so free. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. Right. I'll give you every mark because just in case it helps out. We'll see. Right, we have got a one-shot quality to do. As I said, the sprint format, just in case anyone's missed it, it's a little different because we're changing stuff. Why is the sprint graphic getting more pixels? I know, I do need to do that. It does annoy me sometimes. It does annoy me, but it's fine because it's not on this screen, so it's okay. As I said, one-shot quality. We're on the second stage now. It's the same as a normal session. Qualifying in a race, you just do qualifying, but it's just a little bit shorter, just to hustle the drivers a little more and they can have a good time. Kapap! Kapap! Kapap indeed. Driver... It's boring. It's very not fun. I don't like that. Right. We're good. We're good. No, you can just start. You can start the lap, Lewis. Just start the lap and then retire into the lap. But like, yeah. Wait, can you retire? It doesn't really matter which way around, does it? No, Josh. Either way, do one of them. It's fine. It's not going to make a difference. You'll be okay. We're good. We're good. Right. Session. I think we might have lost Kizzo, unfortunately, because of internet stuff. Internet is really hoeing people today, but I can't do much about it. That's quite annoying. Just to simplify. No. I don't think either of us. It doesn't matter. Game's a game. Anyways, let's cook and do action. Who got the last sprint pole position, by the way? Do I want to point out? Because I believe it's a thing that we should be jinxing. It sounds like a thing we should be jinxing. They're not in the session. Who got the last one when they was in the session? I'm trying to point out that the last person who got a sprint pole that's here was... Well, you know, we'll go on board. We'll go on board. Why not? If I can get to their name in time, there we go. Really was trying to get there, but it wouldn't let me. Last time it was Turbo in Austria, not racing today, so we have got the one who did it in China last, which was Josh. Now, one shot, I love it, because one shot means you can either do the full send you was going to do in proper quali, but normally you get a couple laps to warm up, you get like 2-3 goes, and then you're locked in, as real life does. This time, you have negative warm-up. They have warm-up of driving, purely because they've driven the sprint, but that's not full attack at quali. So they've kind of got warm-up, but it's not the correct warm-up. We'll see. So far, it's Dylan, Josh, and Ethan, the top 3 at the moment. But yeah, do you take it easy? Do you take less risks so you have a guaranteed decent banker? It's basically, do you drive to a bank or do you drive to a full hot lap as if it's the last lap you're ever going to do? And that's up to them to decide, and I quite like watching it. But so far, it's yielding a Ferrari second place, which might mean we get a front row of Josh and Dylan for now. F1 landing in 4th place behind Ethan. We've got Washcat, then Tatar in 6th. Kieran's just dropped into 6th place. Peach is currently in 8th. And we've got the 3 cars, the one who never likes to do a session, and the 2 others that have got the penalties, meaning we've only got 8 that can try and cook up. As F1 line is overtaken into 3rd place. It's still Dylan in the lead, though. He's held it since roughly through the first sector, which might just be when it resynced. I'm not sure if it always was that order, but he wasn't there at least at the start of the board. Can he take it up? The last time he hasn't gone a sprint pole, in fact, is the thing. He hasn't done a one-shot quali pole this season. He would like to change that, and just to say his dominance and get a couple more points on the board. Crossing over the line, he does take it by a couple tenths, not even by a big margin over Josh. Starting first on the grid, gets second in the sprint, gets himself set up for the big race. Okay, that one was not bad. Order on the board, face cam, go away. That's what we could do. This is your order. Dylan, 10th and a bit ahead of Josh. Then we got F1 Lightning in 3rd place. Ethan in 4th. Washcat in 5th. Rowlick, not bad performance after that sprint one in game's a game. 6th place is Tatar. 7th is Spuds. Then we got Lewis, Kieran, Pooch, and Ron at the back for 5, actually, who did not set laps. Do a restart my game. FPS is super choppy. That's risque maneuvers. As we've learned, Josh has learned once. I mean, happy you want to take that risk, you do it, but I don't know if you really want to do that because you might not come back with any feedback. Your wheel probably will fly off the car. I don't know. The game ain't gonna allow you to do it. That's pain. That's pain. Anyways, that's that session now done. We can do the big things now. Don't know why I want to do that. Anyways, you just took pole position for a bit. Pole position does come with BOP. We don't have traditional BOP. What we do is we just lose you frames. We make you run at plus 60 FPS, so you have bad curbs. Imagine if that was a thing. Imagine it, like if you could actually mandate that. Obviously we can't, but like if you, that'd be really funny. Wouldn't actually be that funny. Okay, anyways. Formation lap on. I can talk tires. I like talking tires. Tires are fun. I am Ted Kravitz. Apparently I'm a... Yeah, I like that. It fits. It makes sense. You know the joke. Anyways, let's see what we got. Hello, Ben. Good to see you, by the way. How are we doing? How is the life treating you? Hope you are doing very well. Always nice to see the legends in the stream. Cooking up. Wi-Fi is peaced out. Ah. That's pain. That's pain. Right, let me give you the sit rep of... Oh, okay, we've got a mix-up. So as far as I know, it's pretty much firmly dry. I haven't seen anyone scream wet weather, so it looks like we're having a traditional dry race. Now, one-stop settings. There's two options you can do. Both of them involve a medium tire, which is why I'm not surprised a lot of people are on a medium tire doing the norm, leaving both options open. The next part is, do you put a hard tire on and pit earlier and safe, or do you put a soft tire on? As far as I remember, and as far as I can just look at the screen, a hard tire with a medium is the quicker option by a couple seconds. But there's soft tires on the grid. There's a lot of them, actually. There's at least 5 cars committing to, at the very least, a one-stop with the soft to medium on the board. All of them could do it if they all just think, well, it's easier. And we don't... I mean, you can do the quicker option, but if someone undercuts you, you might just do that. And you think you're not going to overtake him, just might stay. It could be all of them doing it. But a lot of people leaving the door open, and a lot of people fully hard committing to it, including the race leader, Dylan, in the Haas. Doesn't want to rush and stress... Well, he's got to be rushing. He doesn't want to stress with having the cars behind, hunting him down on equal tyres and ruining his position at the start of the grid for when he wants to pit and stuff. He just wants to try and pull away as quickly as he can and at least be comfortable for a lap or two at the start. I like that. I like that thinking. I do believe that means... I mean, lap 8 was when I was expecting mediums to come in on this board. So that means soft tyres coming in when? 22 lap race. Lap 6? If you're starting on them, I guess? We'll find out. I don't really know. I really don't know. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing... Glad you're good, by the way. Ron, that's not the line. That's not the line. I'm doing good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. But we're moving. At least just got a... Oh, of course. I keep forgetting it's a figure. I'm never going to remember that, by the way. It keeps throwing me off. Right. Dylan didn't mean to select soft tyres, is the news I love to read, as we are about to say we're going racing in Belgium. So Dylan's on an alternate strategy with negative intent of doing so. Either way, he holds the lead so far into turn 1. We've got everyone playing about just nicely-ish. Couple side-by-sides between the Alpine and the McLaren, and I believe that was the Mercedes and the Ferrari of Washcat and Ethan. Yeah, we'll go on board with it. Yeah, why not? Okay, and of course it yields contact. Absolutely, of course it yields contact. Everyone else is staying pretty much in the same order so far. Yellow flag, 3 wide, going up the hill briefly. It has Dylan, unfortunately, down into third. There's nothing he can do as we've got side-by-side F1 Lightning and Josh. Josh has to set full for second. Top 3 completely flipped the orders. That's what you can do at the top of the hill, man. Oh my, why is the record there? What just happened? Why was Josh all the way over there? Why was he over there losing that much grip and traction? Side by side is now Dylan's going to have to take the position off his hands. Further back, we've got a little bit of a trainers now. I think that's Lewis who's dropped a position or so. What's going on? I can't look away from the front. There's action going on behind. The trains side by side between the Aston and the Williams, but look at this. All this is happening. NCFC's got 3 seconds of pens. They've got their own track limits to be pending with as well. What happened earlier on, just after the lick-on? Like, I saw Josh's car was fine, and then all of a sudden it was scrolling and was on the grass for a bit and was less fine, and now he's in third and it's a Haas 1-2. Now we've got a Mercedes trying to hunt him down, but further back we've got these lot. This is the one I want to watch. We've got Ron side by side with his ex-teammate. Again, they had a great time last time. Poots trying to lurk behind, see what he can do and cook. Is anyone planning a move at the bus stop? I'm not sure there's going to be a chance. These two are both on the soft tyres. It's not going to make life easy for them. Josh and Ethan now switching positions. The brake pedal has been detached, and Ron's managed to yeet his way past into 6th place. That was a very nice big send, and now I think that's going to be Pete trying the same thing as well. Starts into the pits to start that race off, and now we've got Washcat and Ethan also shuffling positions. As after Ethan was pushing his teammate, he's now getting pushed by, technically, his teammate's ex-teammate. They've been teammates before. How nice are you guys going to go up the hill? You was nice last time. What I mean by that is you wasn't nice last time and they're not being nice this time. Really trying to scramble for where the hell to find a position. Josh, nothing he can do in the slightest. Turns off his battery and calls it a day halfway through the straight. I suspect a lot of people are doing that. Second they know they're getting past, just save your battery. regen and make it so you can at least have a go the next time round. So that makes sense. Satara and Kieran into the pits then early, which I assume wasn't fully mandated by strategy. They can probably happily go to the end, but early is the... Oh, what? Sorry? Where? Ethan! Ethan, talk to me. Talk to me now, or else this is a Sonny Hayes clip. Talk to me. What did you just do? What did you just do? I don't know what he just did to his car. The lead's changed, by the way. I should have really pointed that one out, but unfortunately, I was busy looking at Ethan having an Ethan. He's now down to 7th, and now his end plate damage. He's had a massive moment there in the race once again. Not ideal. Game's a... question, pick any US state. Texas. That's not a state, is it? Is Texas a state? I don't even remember a state anymore in my home Brit. You know what? Hawaii. Because that one I know is actually classed as a state. I don't remember. Listen, my brain loses track of using itself most of the time. Let's go with that. That's your option. Why is there now a 3-second gap? What? I look away for 2 seconds. 2 milliseconds to talk to the chap. Dylan and Josh, not Dylan, Josh, Dylan F1 Lightning was very close to each other. And now all of a sudden, it's a 3-second gap as these guys... What happened to F1 Lightning? It must have been that happened. I don't know what happened between him, as that's a switch bow for Josh in second and Washcat into third. What's going on? And now he's that... I don't understand what's happening. Well, okay. Anyways, right. I don't understand why I keep looking away. I can't look away anymore. We're not looking away. We'll see what happens in the race with my own eyes, and that way we can understand it. Well, either way, Dylan has got what he wanted out of this, which is a bit of breathing room and a gap on the soft tires, so he can just pummel in some laps, keep that gap at least if he can not extend it, and then work his strategy later. He's going to need any gap now because all of that gap will be useful when he's inevitably being caught by a couple seconds. As I said, if it's all even and good, the medium to hard versus the medium to soft, or whichever way around you're doing that strategy, the medium to hard is the 4-second quicker one. Totally 4-second quicker. So if you, for example, got 4 seconds before that, when you chose to pit, that might even out to the point where you'd probably end up actually level if all goes nice and smoothly, but that obviously might not happen as we're seeing cars not ceasing fighting at any point. And I want to check a move on this because out of all the options, 10th away, I was like, out of all the people who was a 10th away, I was like, I'll go on board with this one. This car's probably the most likely to have a little moment, and we'll stay on board with this one just in case. Just in case he thinks about it again, going up the hill. We're seeing the Mercedes and Josh fighting again. But this one's the one I'll stick on board with. Unfortunately, the gap is opened up out of the source. That's a bigger gap than he probably wanted, which means this one is probably going to be the closer gap. Remember what I said at Monza? Where as long as you fight in a straight line and just keep overtaking there and leapfrog over and over again, you lose a little time. So far, the gap's pretty much staying the same. Washcat did end up overtaking Josh, and F1 Lightning has ended up overtaking Ron. But yeah, as long as they keep doing this, it's fine. It's just, I want to see if this ends up extending into second sector. Or even the third sector. Technically, it's not got DRS in there. It's a corner through bunch one, so it's not exactly clean and easy. You can side by side for there, you can side by side for the bus stop, turn the last corner, turn 1. There's time to lose time, is what I'm trying to say, so it can still happen. Position changes, I guess, was to be a semi-useful thing to do. That is very wide from Josh's car, and he might invite his has he been teammates? He's been teammates with everyone surrounding him right now. It's very weird. But it's fine, it's fine. Anyways, position change, as I said. Washcat's gained 3 positions up into second, trying to get a very solid, successful race at Spa. Josh and F1 Lightning down 1. Ron up 6 and Pooch up 4. At the cost of Ethan, Satar, and Kieran dropping positions, which probably is not helping their case, but not their side of it. But the other side is fine. Ethan, Satar, and Kieran have caught their losses and obviously come into the pits as well, so early stops for them, I assume. But it's fine, it's fine. The Similar to... Oh, no. Oh, no. I've just realized what that's probably going to... Oh, that's been ages since that. That's actually been so long. How is that game? How is... that's out, right? How is college football, the game-wise? I haven't heard about that much. I'm intrigued to know. Now the gap's 3.7 seconds. Even whilst minimally fighting, these two gaps are opening. I don't want to say it's all soft tires by now, because surely by now the gap's starting to go the other way. Tire delta-wise of the soft tire no longer being quicker. It might be the same, I guess. Anyways, let's see how much straight line speed gets cooked. It's a lot. It's a lot. Is F1 Lightning following through, or is he not close enough? He also doesn't have that much deployable battery left at his disposal. But he's getting close and sniffing along to the Mercedes. Okay. Ron can probably still sneak back into that gap for this middle sector if his tyres are not allowing it. But it'd be very bad of him to do so. To get back in that train, get DRS at the next opportunity, which is a while away. It's a couple kilometers around this track until he gets there. That's sorry, I'm sorry the internet is doing you dirty today. I know, again, we're not first that it's happening. Specifically, it's annoying and stuff. Hopefully, it's fine next time and it's good. I know you should be annoyed by it, obviously, but like, don't worry, we're not. It's fine. If it works next time and you're all good, then you're welcome back here, etc. Hey, it's happened a few times to a lot of people. Hate it when it's no fault of their own. Hate those scenarios. Brilliant, really brings the competition to Madden's. We haven't had another American football game since Oh yeah, wait, is it Madden's thingy? I forgot college football's not a 2K game, isn't it? I just assumed it always was, so I was like, oh, it's the same. Is Madden a 2K game, or am I losing my mind now? Who makes Madden? I'm losing my mind mid-race now, apparently. I don't even know what... If I'm right, then yes, now I understand why you're saying that. If I'm not right, then I've lost my marbles. Are they both EA? Oh. Now I am confused then of where the competition part comes in. Who makes competition for themselves? Either way, I do think it's probably a good addition, because I know that's like extra grassroots side. Not grassroots, I don't know if that's the right word for it. But that side of the sport's kind of good to cover. So it's kind of cool that it has its own game for it rather than like a section, like a spin-off section in the big game. I don't have a big understanding of it, but from that point of it, I kind of get it. I do like it, and I kind of get it. So that's quite cool. That's quite cool. And yes, I guess you have to make some step-ups to make the big game actually work out. By the way, two cars just making flying overtakes past Josh's car in the Ferrari. As expected. I'd love to commentate more on it, but unfortunately, it's semi-routine. They're kind of chilling. They've also closed in a bit on Dylan's car, and I don't believe they've necessarily been fighting less or been just outright as... Well, they're outright quicker, yes. But the reason they're outright quicker is purely because I think those soft tires are starting to decide to not longer yield any grip. They're doing the negative grip thing. So is... Apparently so is Raul's tires. He's going wide as well. Maybe they are going to start losing sometime. That's a tempt to Dylan. We'll see. I did predict for my own rough strategy calls that we'd see Dylan in around this lap. He is hot lapping currently, so maybe that might be the case, as we've got NCC also in the pits and coming out fresh on some hard tires, going down the big straight again. 4 cars now, you're being pitted in. We'll see if anyone else changes. We've still got a couple more soft tire runners left out on the track, but I feel like now's the lap. We'll see if now's the lap. We'll find out. We'll find out. Now is not the lap. Okay. I stand corrected. I can't call strategies. Doesn't think it's now the time. Maybe it'd be more like a lap 8 call, but that's like similar to... Also, I don't know why I didn't think of this. Why I didn't also think they could straight just go onto the hard tire, I don't know. I've only just realized I was associating the soft the entire time with soft to medium, when they could absolutely just do soft to hard instead of medium to hard. Let's run into the pits, fresh hard tires on his car, which is exactly what he's done. I'm glad I called out before someone actually did it. Actually, I think Lewis already done that, exactly what I just said, so never mind. As there on the straight, it's a never switcheroo, so we've now got F1 Lightning in a second. Was counting third. Josh is still a little bit away, but still there in the train in 4th place. Hard time being the call means it probably is going to be a safe lap 8 pit for the norms, but unfortunately, not everyone's done that. I want to see what the leader gap is, because it might come into a little bit of play. Pit loss is, what, 18 seconds? We'll keep an eye on that. See what Ron closes in on if he gets a little closer to the action at any point in time. They have to play main games. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I like that, And maybe, by the way, Class A for a town thing. I don't know if you want that. The teams back in the days weren't good. I want to try and do something again. I've still been trying to make FM content work properly. I've always wanted to do it because I play it a lot, but I've never found a correct formula for it. I do want to try and find the... Wait, you said FC25. Sorry, I thought you meant FM. Oh, I thought we was talking FM. Oh, FC, no. Not that. FM, maybe. FIFA, maybe not. That one's a maybe not. I only just read that properly. I'm never used to seeing that in that format. I mean, if I get on that game, the only thing I'm there for mainly is clubs. But we'll find out. Dylan responding into the pits. Don't know if it's a direct response to Ron or if that's just a pit maneuver. I'm not too sure. That's a yawn cooking in. That is a real lock from Rowlick. You can take the Rowlick away from the rear lock, but you can never take the rear lock away from the Rowlick. He's always there. Hard tires on his car anyways. We'll see how close he gets to Dylan's car. 24 seconds away at the point, so we'll see interval gap, how close that is, and that will give us a proper time between the two of them. As Pretty said, it was nice and smooth. Gap's looking like about 7.5 seconds. So it's roughly right. It's roughly right. Okay, so we can trust the 18-second call. It's now down to 7 seconds. 24, yeah, okay. That is something I'd like to know. I can absolutely trust the time that we're going to have, and these guys know what they've got to work with. We'll put leader gap on again as these free medium runners can extend and go into a soft tire layer. That's the option they've given themselves. Whereas the soft, you kind of damned. I mean, you're set either on forcing a medium to go a long way or picking the safe, going in a hard tire and just using the first stint as your only advantage. These guys have any option to do what they like, but I mean, an undercut strategy is huge for one of these three. We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, yeah, that's pain. AI just being in the... At least it's doing something, I guess. I don't... there's no, like, solace in that at all. I can't even find anything for that one. That was pain. Yeah, I've heard FM's delayed, which is pain. But I'll also still will be there, no matter what. I've fully transitioned from being a FIFA person from that, so I will be there, 100%. Hopefully it's still good. I know there's a lot of refreshing things changing and a few stuff missing, but I'm there for it. We will be there for it. Right. Anyone choosing to pit on this lap? Curious to see if anyone does. There's one. And Josh follows them in as well. Not going for any radical undercut strategies or overcuts. Well, two of them are going for an undercut, but the other one car that didn't stay out is going for the opposite strat. Now, he would absolutely love... What he'd love is not what his teammate would like, but he would love a safety car or VSC to give themselves a cheap stop, and then he ends up in the lead, and he can chill. Pooch, by the way, is still out on soft tires. That one there is interesting. Okay. All right, let's see how it goes. All right, Washcar and Josh are now both out on the track, just ahead of Ron as well. They've managed to keep ahead despite Ron pulling the strat a little earlier, so could have possibly been an undercut on that one. Don't know if they was fully worried about that, but, I mean, they might have been in their heads a tiny bit. They're also still quite close, so they might be working with DRS against each other, or with each other. Depends if they're nice enough. We'll find out. We'll find out. But either way, they're a couple seconds away from Dylan's car. Dylan has managed to pull a nice move in him, and pretty much is even out his move, and that soft tire has ended up playing out well. I need to see again what happened when him and F11 was first and second. They was close, and all of a sudden the gap was 3 seconds, and that kind of made his job so much easier, and he could just work with that and pull away. Maybe I was blind and he just drove away quickly, but I suspect contact happened because he dropped from second to thingy, so. Okay, finally full prem. Yes, that I'm happy with as well. Took him a while, but international management I'm not fussed with. I did it like once or twice, it's fun, but I'm not. That doesn't bother me too much. But it's fun. We've been playing the best Red Devils country in the first seat. I'm not complaining, I don't like the other ones. It's fine. I'm happy with that statement if you want it. If it works, it works. If it works, it works. Pooch is... He's viciously getting caught. Very aggressively getting caught, but in the meantime, Dylan's teammate, can't catch him, Pooch, is off into the pits ready to go. Where's he going to settle into in this order? The other ones are winning 4-0. That's boring. Can't they just lose like 6-0? Sorry, I'm not being mean to Manchester. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Anthony scored, man. I'm allowed to be mean. That's not allowed to happen. That's against the run of play. No matter what. There is the Mercedes and the Ferrari both cleanly ahead. Not by a huge margin, but that's going to be at least, what, 2 seconds? I want to say, roughly. No, just under. 1.5, 1.6. Creeping to 2 seconds. I reckon by the end of the straight it will be, just because of the acceleration those guys have got. So... not horrible, considering it was all together, but 2 seconds is pretty major. He was one who pulled an undercut on the top rivals in Monaco. One of the last times it's recently happened. I know it's probably happened every other race, but like it's just... that was a fairly noticeable one to gain big positions, and it ended up gifting him second place in that event. This time it's gone the other way, and Josh followed suit with Washcat. So now, 4 second gap to the front. Should also remind there is a penalty of track limits. Washcat's got his own, so... technically he's not second right now. That will work out later, I'm sure. More penalties. But yeah, Pooch getting some more as I'm busy waffling about that. So technically, it is going to give the advantage to Josh and F11 and as long as they can stay clear and close enough. But the gaps are starting to spread a bit out now. There's only a few in DRS. One of them being an AI card, unfortunately couldn't get in because their internet wasn't liking them, which is very rude of them. The SARS car is currently on the tail of Mr. Spuds for now. And then the other one, oh, Spuds is closing in Kieran. Just as I said that, so technically it's not the only two. The other one is right up here with Josh and this. So we get to watch a couple battles close to the front. Just a few. Just a few. Tanzania. Damn. 700k for a Tanzanian player. I don't know why I've yawned at that stat. That's not a yawnable thing to be doing. Apologies. Should not be yawning on stream. And it's bad of me. Ow, and now there's something on my hair in your face is... How do people do this? I don't know. Anyways, sorry. Distractions. Yawning and crying and can't speak. The combinations of a Nange stream, champ, is what happens. Anyways, up the hill, we're going to see these two finally have an ever go, and we'll see if it's a routine switch as the track's starting to darken, but no rain. What we could have had would have been a great time, but it's not ran down. Don't think Josh is going to get the position. I wonder if this is going to be one of those where Josh knows penalty's on his side. I don't need to overtake him. Car behind isn't very close to me, so I don't need to be pressured into making an overtake. And the gap ahead is massive. I can't catch it. That part is the last part. The other two are true. Penalty ahead, he doesn't need to get past him to get second place. The car behind's far enough away and he's not catching. He doesn't need to do it. If he's worried about can he catch for the lead, although he's stated many times he thinks Dylan's got pace, and he's also stated in a statement that he can catch him and beat him. Because that's a DNF from, hang on, a VSC. NCFC is dropping a DNF. I'm not sure when it actually happened on the track. Because no car's stationary. But we've got a VSC. How quickly did the car disappear from the screen? That's why I was watching that as it was happening. Like, where did he... Well, we've got a DNF. Where did it happen? I'm more confused where than how. And how. Anyways, VSC is to save a few people if you want a cheap stop. But we'll find out. Trying to pit with no front wing isn't a good move. Have you hit the pit wall somewhere? Has the DNF happened off the track, but is that why it's disappeared the car immediately? Lewis, I'd love to actually know what actually happened, just because I'm confused where your car is. I'm intrigued. Anyways, no one should be pitting as everyone's already done their stops, so this would have been nice a couple laps ago for a few people. Ah, okay, fair enough. Well, not fair enough, that's not ideal, but at least I have an understanding of what went down. That is Ethan coming in for the stop that he was requested for. Will he pop on a... He's not really got much option. Medium tyre does, unfortunately, mean if you have a VSC and stuff, you're kind of... It's kind of what you want, but you're dead set for a hard. You can't really make any other strategy game plans. He'll save a bit of time. The gap, though, is quite big. He'll have to work into that one. There's obviously a damage and stuff there, so that's not going to help him. But it's slightly cheaper. It will help him out a little bit. Any time's good time in a race. You don't throw away a second if it's on offer for you. Comes out at 7th. The rest of the cars are back into full racing speed. And it probably saves Walsh Kart for another straight or two. So, we'll find out. Trying to pit, went straight into... Okay. Yeah. Now, I understand it now. I was very confused. Like, I didn't even see the car on a minimap, and I looked immediately once I saw it say yellow flag. I was slightly confused. Gonna say fuel will possibly not run out, and definitely still be peeing out. You don't know that. Listen, that's the... I mean, even if you might think you're not the quickest, like, the magic of any race means you generally just don't know what can happen and come down, and that's why I like racing. It's cool. You don't know, which is why it's probably most annoying when you're not in it, because you know you could have done something different, anything, yeah. But definitely don't put yourself down on that, it's fine. You absolutely could have made something happen, but just have no clue of what it could have been. We have no clue. These two don't know what's going to happen later on in the race. All I know is many people are starting to collect track limit penalties. That's given me something to think about and check. Walsh Kart has one. He's got himself a penalty. Josh is one warning away. Now, as I said, if he's not thinking I can catch Dylan, sure, fair enough, it's your decision to make and whatever. So it means he can save his time battling ahead and dealing with this thing, because he knows he can sit behind. Now, though, he's got two things. He's got one lap away from one warning away from getting a penalty, and he's got a Haas directly behind him that is surely going to hustle him to try and get any of these positions, because F11 does that every time. If he's on the track and there's an opportunity to make an overtake, he tries to make an overtake. Most of the time, it's clean. But either way, like, he goes for chances. If he sees an open door, he's going for it. Josh is ahead into second place. He's decided, finally, he's going for an overtaking move. And maybe that was pushed by that little catching. But does he think he's going to pull away? Because, I mean, does he think Washcat can hold on to his gap? I have no clue. Let's see if anyone's deploying at any point. And if that's a strategy, I feel that was just an unfortunate I had to overtake because you were so close to me sort of scenario. I have no clue. Half-second gap between the two of them. Josh and Washcat and F1 Lightning right now. Surely, this has got to get some movements going. Get past the Mercedes if he doesn't think the Mercedes is going to try and make a move on the Ferrari, and then go and pressure himself, just in case he breaks a DRS toe. And means he's safe. You can't afford to leave him hanging that far away. He's got hot lap and battery on up the hill so far. There's a few people. No, a few people meet him. He's the only one on hot lap. Trying to close that gap down just a tiny bit. Don't know why I was looking backwards there. I doubt he's going to make the move here. So I assume he's leaving it to the big straight. He knows he doesn't have to worry about Josh running away too soon. At least immediately. He's worried about it, I assume, but not right now, this second. And apparently there's no love lost from the sprint. I wish I get to see incidents. I guess wish the game like picked them out for me and just replayed it on the screen. One day we'll have a thing where we have everyone's live POVs and everything. We can just put it up on the screen and do that. That would be very cool. One day. That's a big ask for it, but that would be very nice. In the meantime, we're set up for speculation and straight line speed and vibes. This might be two... Oh my lord, it might be two cars passing. Never mind, I think F1 Line's going to be one of the first to do it. Look at the overspeed he's got, let alone on one, but he just survives with only one move. He has so much speed coming at the start. I think it just half a second too soon. Maybe he could have got both the positions. He overtakes Josh, so does Washcat. That's Josh down into 4th place. Mercedes into 2nd, and F1 Lightning now. Same car he has ahead of him, but this time he has no Josh ahead of the pair of them. So now he can possibly work his legs. He will now be the car who gets 2nd place on the road if it stays as it is, and that's going to be it currently, and never Haas 1-2. Who's the fastest lap owing to right now? It is to the Haas's as well, unless someone gets a late stop for a soft tyre and changes it. A never set of maximum points. As there's a never yellow flag in set to 1, I think that's for Mr. Spuds, who's been round or had a moment somewhere, but is still going on the track. No VSCs to be beating out, so we are still good in that mark. Happy to see that one. I wanted to discuss the championship briefly, which is quite important to be saying. The gap right now between Josh and Dylan is it's a hefty 67 points. I can no longer be saying it's overturnable, but it's not like a easily doable. He's now going to need stuff to go the way of him, Josh-wise, I'm talking, all the way around. He's known this, I'm sure, for a while, but, like, you can never say this sort of thing, like, as a certainty, because you have no clue what's going to be running down. 67 points in a race now, which is offering an ever 25. 3 more races. Total, there's 113 points to be offered out, if you were including today, all the other races after today, and the sprint race in Vegas. That's how many points are left. The point gap is 67 before points today have been awarded. For the race, at least. The sprint points, I'm counting those in, as that is F1 Lightning now ahead of the Mercedes, and that will be crucial for him to just have a buffer now between him and Josh. But the championship is, I did not realize it was edging away this much. If it stands as it is, 26 points versus 12, that's an ever 14 gains. That puts the point gap on what? 77, 81 points. That means... Does that mean... That might mean it... No, wait. 81 points. With 3 rounds left. 75 plus a sprint. Could that... No. What is happening? What? Forget this. Mr. Spuds now has had a moment, and it's caused this time a safety car. I'll get to waffling about standings later. But I was on a roll and I need to still talk about that in a second. That's a full safety car now. Forget everything I just said about Josh having 14 points left at the moment if it stands, because now he has a chance to go challenge the leaders. They're all close together. Who's pitting for what? Surely everyone pits for something. I think Dylan's probably he's ahead enough that he can pit for something on the track. You can't not. Do you play safe? But I assume as soon as they see Dylan in, they're all going to be like, well, we all better do it. So I doubt anyone's going to be taking that risk. Neutral to get some extra rotation into the corner. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's every single car coming in. Don't think anyone's going to gain anything notable by staying out. So we're going to have the entire grid on it's soft tires will be surely the best play, but I don't even think they'll be the best tire till the end. I'm not even going to lie. So I understand why I'm seeing a soft tire on some cars and a medium on some of the rest. Okay. I was expecting, because this is roughly like the first stint over again. And the soft tires wear enough over that first stint to be not good by the end of it. It makes sense. Like, they don't... So, look at the mix of calls we've got. Medium tires on both the Haas cars. Softs on the others. Bear in mind, I say bear in mind, they had different strategies, but they have so many tires because it was a one-shot quality. They have anything they want to do. Wow. Okay, so pretty much... I think we're going to see soft tires on the back too, I'm guessing, just because of where they are. I'm not sure if the tires car's actually going to pit. I don't know if the AI does that as a smart fit. I don't know if the AI has that knowledge. I have no clue. I have no clue. Damn Ghost can't get distracted me. I've been there. Gonna head out. Thank you, Lewis, by the way. No worries for listeners. We're always there for it. It's a good time. It's entertainment. But yeah, catch you all soon. Catch you soon. Not all of you. I'm still here. Don't worry. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you hopefully in a little bit. Everyone could TP'd at the start. That's a bannable offense, in my opinion. Teleportation with /TP. /TP, okay. Right, Kieran has got a 10-second penalty for crossing the pit line. Oh my lord. I'm guessing he did that already then. I haven't seen that as a penalty in ages. 10-second penalty for that. Wow. That's different. That's new. That's okay, alright. Right, so let me give you the sit rep. From when the safety cars come out, and I think it's going to have one more lap, it was like, from the exact lap it came out, probably a safe bet. It's a half and half between putting a medium on and it being fine to the end. Obviously, sorry, medium's going to be fine to the end. Or putting a soft on, and that basically being the first full stint, where you got to push it for a while, and by the end of it, it gets a bit worn. After the safety car is finished... Assuming it was brand new at the time when the safety car's done, which obviously they've done a few laps of this, it's a little bit easier. But then you take off the fact that they've done a few laps under the safety car, and even that is going to be a bit of wear. The soft tyres aren't going to be new, but they're going to be not old. It's a close call of if the soft tyres will be over the rest of this end of the stint better than the mediums. But I understand the safer call between... the medium and the soft from when it came out was just kind of half on that bubble. So Dylan F11 doing that, I'm not surprised about, because I had that thought in my brain immediately. I think on this lap, surely we'll be coming in by the end of it. But like, if we start now, we'll have lap 18, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5 laps. By the end of it, they might start to be slow, but will you get enough of an advantage after those laps? This could be a big change. Raul might get a clean sweep. First time I think we'll see that. I'm not sure if we saw that last season. In fact, I am double checking. Did we ever have a clean sweep in the sprints between someone winning the sprint race and then going... Sure, I'm pretty certain we have. I'm just trying to find out when the last time was that actually happened in the game. Let's take the last sprint. Josh won the last sprint. I don't think he actually won the last race by any margin. No, he did not. Dylan won the last one in US. Did not win the race in that one. Lewis won the one in Austria. No, he didn't win that race. Silverstone was won by Lewis. Silverstone in the proper race was not... It's been a while then. Las Vegas sprint, won by Josh. Las Vegas race, won by Safso. How long has it been? And then the first time he had a sprint last season in China, won by Raul. Did he win the race in China? No. So the entirety of last season, anyone who's won the sprint has never gone on to win the race. So, I could go back further for the stats, and I probably will in a second, because I'm intrigued when it actually did last happen. It definitely has. Raul might... He's got an option. He's got an opportunity here. He's got a big quick car ahead of him to do it, but he has an opportunity. Although he has penalties. So then that leaves his F1 Lightning to try and have a go and do it instead. There's a couple of narratives. There's the sprint winner to do it, but you've got to get 3 seconds. There's F1 Lightning to do it ahead of his teammate if he can get close, but you've got a Ross Cat in between you. There's Josh to do it. He needs it for points if he wants to make anything possible, but he'd just probably like a win in general. And then obviously anyone else behind is still absolutely... Why is there overtakes happening? I guess there's no comment on that. Right, quick check for NSL Season 9. Tab. I don't have it open quickly. Okay, I would love to get it open quicker so I can check, but I can. Okay. I am strongly intrigued That was a big, long season, of course, so I suspect it's not going to be as good. Brazil was won by Ron. He didn't win that race, I know. Belgium was won by Dylan. I don't think... Who won the race last time in Belgium? That's a question. That is a question. Okay. What a coincidence. Last time... I mean, he's not going to do it this time because he didn't win the sprint, but last time the sprint was converted by the same person who converted the race win was by the person who's leading the race currently as we speak. Not going to happen this time. Because obviously the person who won it is not winning the race right now. Could happen. Anyways, as you can tell by everyone rush shuffling, safety car is in this lap. We'll get on board with Dylan's car and see when he's going to go. He's going now. He's going now. I thought he might wait just a tiny bit later. 6 tenths of a gap. He obviously knows as well that Raul, who probably will still fight for whatever the hell he's got. It doesn't matter if he's got a penalty. He'll still drive as quickly as he can. But he's got less to lose. But he also has little to gain currently. So Dylan might be like, okay, it doesn't matter. I can just have him sat behind me. It doesn't really matter too much. I can work with that car and have that as a solid block between anyone else who actually can make an effort in. But it looks like Washcat has already started to gain straight back on him. Hot lap versus normal and deploying a battery. Still says safety car on the left. Ignore it. It doesn't go away until we get another yellow flag to clear that off the screen. We are back racing. Washcat is going to try and make a move up the outside, not up the inside in the end. Tries to hang on around as long as he can. He is staying around there. They're both giving each other nice room. Doesn't get the position done. He's going to have a chance if he wants to go down the inside. What a run he has. That is the Mercedes into the lead. That is an amazing run through that corner. Where did he pick up the traction? I do not know. He's into the lead. Could he? No way could he. He's on a soft tyre. Could he? Could he get 3 seconds? Could Raul actually do it? Could he actually pull 3 seconds? It's a long way to go. He has to break DRS. He's got 7 million cars behind, but he's got the slowest tyre compound behind him right now. We'll see. Yes, Kate, yeah, I put the hair down. Yeah, I don't know. Thumbs up or down? I don't know. I've had people, I mean, I've had many friends tell me mean things, but they're not nice to me. I'm being lazy. This is just a lazy style, but apparently it's no. I hope we're doing good, by the way, Kate. Good to see you. We've currently got a little bounce on the finish, kind of. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But either way, I hope you're well. Good to have you in the stream once again. This race is actually heating up. Safety cars mixed. Oh, Dylan dropping the rear lock. Dylan West dropping a rear lock behind the person who invented it. Crazy. Who's now down to 7th place? A couple of switches up happening. The whole grid is pretty much in a nice train. Kieran's dropped a couple seconds at the moment. Romano against the Talon's Cars AI, so that's not the reason that's the reason they're there. It's not just them driving slowly, etc. Still confused why the AI hasn't fought pit in. Surely they know that. Surely the AI is aware of that sort of thing. Clearly not. Clearly not. Anyways, DRS is going to be open for a lot of these cars. Dylan's 7 tenths away, by the way, from his overtake. Did he give that up? He surely gave that up. He absolutely must have. I'm certain Dylan gave that position up, by the way. I think he did. Why, I don't know. I'm actually unsure of why he'd do that one, because they're both on the same tyre. There's no benefit of letting his teammate go for it. Unless he just turned it on to none because he thought, I'm losing the position anyway, let me save battery, and that just looked like he was giving up. It might have been that. Even though he's down to 3rd now, they're not breaking away from a 2nd. They know it's more important to just be there by the last lap and do something else later on and hope for the best at that point. Josh is still there, though. He can absolutely be the one to take the win as long as he's around. He's him, Dylan, and F11 are the 3 without penalties. I'm assuming Josh won't be the only one who's on 1 warning away, though, so gotta work hard for this one. I'm very well glad to hear it. Just finished my league race, which is why I'm never here on Tuesdays. Got P6. Where'd you race? Where'd you race? That sounds sick. That sounds sick. We love that. Top six is always solid. I can be happy with that if that was me, so that's a good time. That's a good time. I'm intrigued. Look at the corners being taken. Nicely done so far. Never lap onto lap 20. Couple more to go. Couple more to go to decide what these orders are going to be like. I would love the game to stop giving us a fake safety car on the top left, but again, there's not been a yellow flag since, which is probably good. But it does mean it's confusing for everyone who's watching. So it doesn't matter. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. Anyways, I don't know why I keep looking backwards immediately. I'm just holding on to the right stick there. Josh has got not the best run on the rest, but he will catch them eventually. Washcat's been overtaken by F1 Lightning. and possibly also by Dylan, but look at that. His teammate's not actually making much enough of an inroad, but he's still going to try it, making contact on the way. Is Josh close enough to take the position off his hands as well? He is. Opportunistic move taken immediately. Dylan trying to have a little look as well. Contact made. Don't think it was too bad. think it was fine from a first glance. But that's Dylan's first little error, and then Josh makes an error straight afterwards. I was about to say that Dylan had made many errors so far in NSL. He makes one there and immediately followed up by a Josh one. Can't keep the position that he just got given for free. That was a gift wrap position, at least for a point or two on the board. Dylan back into third. F11 now ahead into the lead by 7 attempts. Surely got to be trying to break that gap there. Surely got to be doing it. It's been a great recovery. I know. Listen, focus on the next time when it can be. It's a time when it can be hopefully better, and then it'll be fine. Channel that energy into that time, and then we can see you cook hopefully. And it'll be a good time. Thomas and almost. Oh, nice. Let's go, Adam Sanderson stuff. Let's go. Abu Dhabi race as well. I never like that trap too much. Absolute carnage. F2 as well. Quicker in those cars. I haven't even tried the new look cars yet. Oh my lord, what is going on? Sorry, these lot are trying some moves here. Damn. Yeah, I haven't tried the FT cars much. I used to really enjoy them a lot a couple of years ago in the other games, but this, I haven't enjoyed them as much in this game. FT cars are sick. I like those. Good times. What are these lot doing? I don't know. These lot are sending moves from Timbuktu and everything. Why was Dylan so wide at that moment? He's going to have to dump a lot. He has not got much battery left to have a go with, though. But that's a 7/10 gap, and that's not going to be easy to hold on to if Josh this close, unless Josh also has no battery left himself, so never mind. It's probably going to be fine. A lot of people wasting battery. Is that even having a look on his teammate as well while he's waiting for it? I think it might be. Goes for a move on his own teammate. He was not having the best run in this race, and now ends up actually being ahead by this late stage. I was ready to say again, good quality / sprint performance from Ethan. And it's gone a little bit downhill in the race in a big session, but he's just about taking it at the last moment again. Long stage to say if he can hold on to it. He's still within a second of Ron ahead, so he can work on that DRS. Ron also, by the way, sat right on the tail of Dylan's car. F1 Lightning looking on the charge to be the first person to get a repeat win. For a while, I'd love to look that stat up. Who's the last person to get 2 wins on the trot? And I'm assuming it would be Josh back in Season 10. I'm pretty certain it will be. But this season, no one's got back-to-back wins except Dylan. Dylan's had a lot of wins back-to-back until last race out in Monza. He had 4 in the trot, in fact. So if it changes today, it's going to be huge. It's going to be mega. Oh my sweet Jesus, we're having moves. And look at who's lifting at the end of the final lap. The penultimate lap, I should say. These 4, there's Ron still there, about to cook, drifting all over the gaff. This is going to be crazy. Last lap on the board. Let's see what these lot have got. We've got 2 of them on penalties. Washcat and Ron. I'll leave that on the screen. That's probably more important. 3 and 6 seconds. End plates off some cars as well. That's not going to help you run through the hill, Ron. It is now going to have Dylan trying to overtake him side by side on the final lap. Are you kidding? Yeah, he's doing it anyways. Why not? At the front, though. On track, we'll call, see what runs down. Fabio's dropping a mad raid on our head tops. I've got a last lap to commentate. Appreciate the raid, brother. You're an absolute legend for that one. People are going side by side all over the gaff. What is going on? There's contact being made. There's Ron trying to make a move on Ethan's vehicle. The hell's going on? There's still love tapping on the way around. These all have got penalties. At the moment, though, the Haas of F1 is still winning this race. For the time being, Ethan's still sniffing it. Can't make the move, then almost clips him round. His teammate just overtakes him at the last second. Now he's tapping him as well. What in the world? Second gap between Dylan and Washcat in second, which means I don't think he's going to do anything in the terms of beating his teammate to a race win. He's going to let F1 get 2 race wins on the trot. Doesn't mind it from a Haas perspective. In that sense, they've had 6 race wins on the trot if it stays as is, unless someone has an absolute mare. I have no clue. Josh still behind Ron's car is weird. I don't know how Ron's managed to sneak into a 4th. We'll call what the position changes do later, because there's penalties all over the gaff. He's within a second somehow. Don't think it's going to be much use for him, though. We'll find out. Washcat on track for vibes. Close enough to make a send, make an opportunity to do anything. It's enough for the car ahead to defend for a little bit. Rear locking and a half. He's always on a rear lock moment, but it looks like we're going to send it as it has been for the last few. Cross the line, F1 Lightning wins for the Haas. It's a never Haas 1-2 in NSL. Oh my God. And Pooch make his way back into the sunny haze of the week contenting moments. That is like, welcome everyone who's joined in. That is an NSL race, ladies and gents. He will be back. He will be back more than he believes. Fabio, thank you for the raid. Sorry I was calling that last up. I was on crazy energy there. Hope the stream went well. Hope everyone who was in there had a great time. That happened. This is our community league race where we cook and let everyone do stuff like that. And then, yes. Do you want the results provisionally on the screen without my face in it? Let me have that. It's a never has 1-2. They've had a couple, I think, this season so far. I think 5, if I'm correct, including today, which is absolutely crazy and monumental. But it's F11 and again taking it. That's second race win in a row. 6 race wins in a row, I can confirm. No, not 6, because Turbo's got a race. No, yeah, I was right, yeah. 6 race wins in a row for the Haas teams. Sprint races don't count as race wins. They're completely different. Walsh County third place. Josh in 4th for the Ferraris. That's a lot of points lost, but not the fastest lap. Ethan took that away late in the stint. So that means at least it's only a 13-point swing rather than a 14, but Championship's going to make that a little bit huge later on. Ron in 6th place, Kieran in 7th, 6th and 7th for the Williams cars with Pooch technically being classified, and P8 is... The game is the game. Tatar in 9th, Spuds in 10th, and Lewis in 11th, but those two unfortunately got a full big DNF. Tatar obviously was not actually properly in the race, but the bottom 3 basically not getting any points. That's your all. That's your lot. That's some big stuff. Hoping F1 man get P2 in the championship, by the way. That's why I let him pass. Okay, so I knew that looked like someone was getting let past. I certainly knew, like, it was, damn. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, championship stuff, I'll let it get provisionally typed in, but for the point that I'm looking at, that's, the title's getting further and further away from it being in anyone's hands other than Dylan's for the top one. Second place, though, is technically something I didn't expect to be closing in on, but he's not wrong. Before this, before the race, the sprint counting points, but before the race's points, 26 points away. That could be done. That actually, okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'll have a look at that once Josh has typed some stuff in. Anyways, chat, what do you think about the race? Talk to me. What do we think about it? Need those 9 seconds removed? I think you need... Do you want the rest of your car put back in one piece, or do you want to pick the? You seem to DNF at the end. I went back to his roots. Had to do it. Had to do it. Oh, that was fun. That was actually not too bad. It wasn't like the most incredible, massive, crazy sprint thing, but it was nice. It was kind of fun, including the sprint and the race. Color was okay, and I think there was a couple mix-ups in the race with the safety cars and stuff happening. Just a 9. Damn. All right, fine. That's fair enough. 9 seconds on Pooch must be removed. The fans demand it. Pooch is busy doing Pooch's stuff. The tile wasn't in the whole race, Josh, to clarify. They didn't actually, or most of the whole race, in fact, if I'm right. So that was purely AI, if it was doing something weird. Pretty sad, pretty sad. Considering Star was commentating on the AI doing bad things the entire way in the chat, quite certain they're fine, yeah, so nothing to blame on that thing. Damn, it's trying to help. Oh, classification. Oh, okay, I thought it was trying to find something, penalty thing coming through. I suspect stewards are going to have their business set in and all that good stuff. Why are Manchester United winning a football match 5-0? Please stop doing that. No, we don't want it to happen. Points removed! Oh, we riot! I mean, actually, to be fair, I don't decide. It's on the stewards to decide. It ain't on me. Thankfully, I am not one of them anymore. Unless it's emergencies necessary. So it's fine. Right. So yeah, provisionally on a quick look, F1 is only 13 points away in the championship in second. I'd love to show you a proper graphic for it, but I'm not that quick on Photoshop. I can't make it that immediately. I'd love to. What I can tell you is what's happening next time out in the results. We've got 3 races left of the season. That was Spa. We've got 3 more. Canada, standard normal race. Brazil, no sprints happening there. But Las Vegas, champ. Las Vegas may or may not have a sprint turning up. The next time we have that, it's going to be a good time. I have no clue. I think the Drivers' Championship could, if on form stays as it is, could get settled. I'm not even sure if it can or not might be settled in the next race. I generally think it can be done. So we'll see if it runs. Dylan's claiming he's starting last in the next few races now. So I guess he might know it also can be done pretty damn soon. Constructors is kind of also pretty done, but there's a couple positions to sort out soon. We'll see who does what near the end or whatever. We'll find out. Obviously, if anyone's looking at that saying, I'm trying trying to get involved. Promo stuff on the screen. I feel bad if I ain't doing it. I've got to do it. Estimation my NSL in the chat. If you're involved and you want to say, let me smack these guys in the race, type that in the chat. Join the Discord. Specifically the NSL Discord, not the normal one. Hop in, sign up, do your thing. Anyone's free to race as long as you are simply not an esports driver, unless you ask me before and I'm like, you know what, be funny. But in terms of speed, any pace you want, you just gotta be serious and fine and have a good time and cook and do your business. But yeah, Tuesday at 8 PM, you know the drill. It's all on the script. Screenshot, send it to people. If you're on the YouTube VOD, check in the description. That is that.